Thank you for joining today's session on Personalize and Twilio Segment. I'm Matt McDonald, Product Manager at Contentstack, and I'll be guiding you through the presentation today. Joining me today is Safdar Jafari, a partner engineer from Twilio Segment. Safdar is going to share his expertise on Segment and how we can utilize that data for personalization. Together, we'll be exploring how this powerful integration can transform your customer experience. So let's quickly go over what we'll be covering today on the agenda slide. We're going to start with a brief introduction to Contentstack Personalize and the challenges associated with disconnected data. And then we'll move into diving into the magic of Segment and Personalize, uncovering the benefits of this integration. And then we'll have a demo where we'll showcase the power of this integration in action. And then at the end, we'll point you towards some helpful resources and, of course, have some time for Q&A at the end. So let's jump into it. What is Contentstack Personalize? So in simple terms, it's your key to delivering the right story to the right audience at the right time. Personalize empowers you to create dynamic, personalized experiences for your users based on their unique needs and preferences. We're going to be diving deeper into the capabilities shortly, but remember, the goal is to offer your users a truly engaging and relevant experience to them. So imagine a world where every customer interaction is tailored to their individual needs. Personalize allows you to create customized experiences at any scale, leveraging edge-based APIs for exceptional speed and performance. And this means no more waiting, no more flickering, just a seamless and delightful experience for your users, all within the familiar environment of our Contentstack CMS. And how we get all that data is with Twilio Segment. So I'm going to pass it over to Safdar.
Hey, yeah, thank you so much, Matt. I wanted to talk about Twilio Segment, what Segment is, and what value it provides for enterprises. Twilio Segment is the leading customer data platform, helps over 25,000 companies harness first-party customer data. A lot of the challenges that Twilio solves is standardizing this data collection, developing a trusted customer profile, and then giving businesses the ability to quickly activate the data in downstream tools and to adapt to the customer's needs, the customer's behaviors and preferences and interactions with the brand. So we have quite a lot of capabilities that are needed to accomplish this concept of adaptive engagement, including real-time event streaming, interoperability with data warehousing platforms, identity resolution, audiencing, journey orchestration, and recently a lot of AI capabilities with customer AI. So really the forefront of this is you collect the data, you organize the customer data from multiple sources, you gain an insight of those individual, how those individual interactions that customers have with their brand, how they can stitch together to build a profile. And then you have this robust catalog of over 450 to 500 integrations that the data can then be sent to, such as Contentstack. And this customer data is clean, it's consented, and it's governed. And so it's ready to activate anywhere and in real time. And so with this adaptive infrastructure, you are really anticipating the customer's needs and understanding what messaging is going to resonate with them based off of you knowing who they are, what they like, what they've done with the brand, and really personalize every experience with them on every channel. And today we're excited to talk about this specific channel on personalization with Contentstack. So I'll pass it over to Matt to discuss that.
Awesome. Thank you, Safdar. And before diving into the benefits of our new integration, I just want to address a key challenge that many businesses face, which is disconnected data. And if we think about it, customer information is spread across various systems. And just like Safdar said, it makes it difficult to get a unified view of each individual. And that's where Twilio Segment really comes in and helps out with that problem. The lack of consolidated customer profile leads to challenges like our inability to get a unified view of our customer. You're missing out on the vital insights and opportunities for personalized interactions. You also have a lack of actionable insights. Without a clear picture of your customers, it's really difficult to gather valuable insights for effective decision making. And managing audience complexity. Segmenting audiences and delivering relevant content becomes a complex and really time-consuming task. And that's where Twilio Segment and Contentstack Personalize are going to come together to truly empower you to personalize your customer experiences. And here's how this dynamic duo kind of transforms your approach. So Segment acts as that central data hub, gathering information from various sources. And then with that data, you can create highly targeted audiences based on shared characteristics and behaviors. Real-time audience updates. We really want to ensure your audiences are always up to date, and as the user interactions change and as they're navigating throughout your different websites. And then creating in preview. So Contentstack Personalize lets you create personalized experiences, but it also allows you to preview how they will appear to your audiences before ever publishing that content. And of course, publishing and activating these personalized experiences for your targeted audiences through Personalize. So enough of the slides. Let's jump into the demo. We're gonna start with Softar walking through our segment workspace side, and then move into how that connects into Personalize and how this Contentstack destination is going to be solving for that customer data pipeline into Personalize.
All right, in this demo, we're going to follow a journey of a user on a travel website, demonstrating how their interactions on the site trigger personalized experiences and revealing how Segment and Personalize can work together. I wanted to start off by introducing Segment. Segment is the data hub for collecting and distributing customer data. Segment collects customer data from all interaction points across the tech stack, from websites to mobile apps, servers, data warehouses, and cloud applications like CRMs and payment platforms. Segment then routes this data in real time to destinations or tools within the tech stack like Personalize, which need the data to drive meaningful and relevant experiences for customers. Let's take a look at an example website which has Segment collection instrumented on it to capture and route data to Personalize. This is a travel blog website containing educational content, tips and tricks, and related to the various travel destinations that they offer. With the conversion goal here being to get the user to book a travel package with an agency. As I click around the site and visit various pages, data is being collected by Segment in real time and distributed to all the tools within the stack, including Personalize. Collecting data points like user activity, as an example here, blogs viewed, provides valuable insights into individual user preferences and behavior patterns. This enables personalization by allowing businesses to tailor content, recommendations, and experiences to each user's interests, enhancing engagement and satisfaction. So as I click around and view different blogs of various locations, price categories, and the banner of the homepage will be dynamically updated by Personalize to match my preferences. This is a powerful way to engage the users in a personalized manner. Let's see how Segment and Personalize power this. Here you can see Segment capturing the blog clicks and other activities. Segment solves a common problem that many brands have by effectively capturing and organizing customer interaction data, laying the foundation for personalization to capture every behavior that customers have across all of their touch points. This blog site, we're capturing all the blogs clicked. We could be capturing any lead generation forms. Segment not only routes the clickstream data, but also unifies the individual interactions into a single customer profile, which contains their identities, such as the user ID, the anonymous ID from Personalize, and a full event history of all the interactions on the website and other digital properties. Segment also can calculate traits on top of the profiles, leveraging any of these operators that you see here, such as the most frequent blog posts that they looked at, the last blog post or the last topic of interest that they had, a unique list of the travel destinations that they've shown interest in, or an aggregation of the number of travel bookings that they have managed with the company. Segment also has predictions to be able to build cohorts of users that have a high likelihood to convert, that have a likelihood to churn off of the service, or predict any outcome that is being tracked by Segment. With the individual profiles and these computed traits built out, audiences can be created in sync to Personalize. Audiences are a way to group users based on shared characteristics and behavior patterns. Here we have an audience of users interested in luxury travel based on their user behavior. Maybe they viewed the luxury travel articles and browsed related categories. User actions on the website, such as viewing the viewing the page that talks about sushi in Japan, can trigger an audience update, adding the user to this audience, and then this audience list is being sent to Contentstack to drive that personalization use case. It's a very easy to use builder. You can add additional layering of qualification, putting users in this list based off of their actions performed on the various digital properties, nesting audiences, leveraging a calculated trait, and there's really this robust audience is now able to get synced to Contentstack to then drive that personalization that you can see. I will now hand it over to Matt to dive into how Personalize leverages these data points.
All right, thank you, Softar. That was a great introduction to Segment and the Contentstack destination. Now let's take this customer data that we have and let's create some personalized experience within the new Contentstack Personalize product. So let's continue with our example, and let's say we want to focus on promoting a few specific destinations on our travel site. In our case, a relaxing luxury vacation to Asia. The real-time tracking data that Softar mentioned is being collected by Segment on our site and is going to facilitate our personalized experiences for our users. And our goal is to present a personalized homepage dependent on the user's audience and their interests. So as a quick reminder, this is our current default homepage, exploring the vineyards through wine country. And let's start by taking a look at some of the data points being mapped into Personalize from Segment. So within this Personalize Audience tab, we have some audiences here that are mapped to audiences that we actually built in Segment. And we also actually have the ability to map individual events and attributes into Personalize for building audiences from a combination of Segment attributes and Personalize attributes to build really rich, customized audiences. For our example, we're going to use some of the audiences here that were synced in from Personalize. We have the luxury APAC destination and our relaxation audiences. And we want to build an experience that uses these Segment audiences to drive the behavior for which variant a user should be presented with when they hit that homepage. So let's open up this experience, and right in here in our Personalized segment, let's open up the configuration, and you'll see here we have 4 different variants pointed to a collection of different audiences so that we can deliver a personalized homepage to any of the users who fit into each of these audience groupings. And how our destination works with Segment is that as users move in and out of these audiences in Segment, there are events being fired behind the scenes to inform Personalize in real time which user an audience belongs to. So let's take a look at how some of these variants are set up. If we pop over here to our homepage entry editor, we're looking right here at the base entry of our homepage. We can pop open live preview, and you see we'll still have that exploring the vineyards through wine country homepage. If we close this out and pop over to our example here for luxury relaxed Asia, you can see right off the bat that the system recognizes that this is a variant. And if we pop open live preview, you'll see that we get a different homepage experience for this variant. And the audiences that are linked to this variant would experience this personalized homepage. And further, you can kind of go into the entry here, and you can specifically see which fields are a variation of the base entry. So you'll see here we have our heading and our content and our image and CTAs all customized to this specific variant. But the real power comes with timelines. So this is where our content managers can really experience what their users are experiencing. So let's jump over and take a look at our new timeline feature. Now, you see, as we open up Timeline, we have our base entry homepage loaded as a default. And one of the really great new features we have here is this audiences preview over here on the sidebar. And if we click that open, we can actually preview what our audiences will see when they visit our travel website. So let's jump back over to our personalized segment experience that we had set up. And right off the bat, you can see the different variants and the audiences that make up those specific variations of our experience. So let's take our luxury relaxed Asia, for example. Let's select those three audiences, and you'll see our homepage quickly changes to the majestic wonders of Asia, which matches our previous variant that we had set up for this specific audience grouping. And you can do this with any of them. You can jump between them and see what is luxury and relaxation going to pop up and show. In this, and North America, if we pop in North America, you'll see that now we get presented with a journey through wine country again, but this time with a different background image here. And as you select these different audiences, you'll see that they get highlighted here in purple on the right, and you can kind of see we have a user that has a combination of these three audiences, which matches this specific variant. They are part of other audiences that do not match this one specific variant matching group here. And with this, we have a really powerful personalization experience here, where our content editors can really experience what their users are experiencing in real time before it gets sent out to production. So that wraps up our demo for our new segment destination integration and shows how we can utilize that existing customer data from a ton of different sources that's aggregated all within Segment CDP, and using that data to really enrich our personalized experience, sync in our attributes and our events, build A/B testing, build segmented experiences, and really use that data for personalization throughout your website. Awesome. And along with that, we have a lot of additional resources that we'll be sharing out after the call. The call is recorded as well, so we'll be sharing out the recording afterwards. As far as timeline goes, Personalize will be available at the end of September, as well as this Contentstack destination. Would love for you to try it out, give us some feedback, and if there's any questions, we can open it up to Q&A now. One question in the chat from Ken, just to confirm, Personalize can build audiences directly based on segment events and user traits, in addition to using audiences defined within segment. That's correct, yes. Personalize, we can sync in the events, attributes, and audiences from segment and utilize those for building personalized experiences within segment.
All right, I can take the next one from Katie Johnson. Question is, how are the audiences from Twilio segment brought into Contentstack? What does the integration look like? So once an audience is generated within segment, segment audiences emit events that represent that the customer or each user kind of either entering or exiting their audience, or the audience itself can be a trait on top of their profile. So can also emit what we call identify calls, which are basically who a customer is and like what traits they have. So the destination integration with Contentstack is a plug and play integration. You just need a couple of configuration points, and then you can essentially set up a mapping to define like, okay, what events do I want to go over to Contentstack? And so within that, configuring an audience destination is very straightforward. You generate the audience, add Contentstack as a destination, and then you select the payload that you want Contentstack to get. Detailed kind of step-by-step walkthroughs of how to set it up will be available in the public documentation once the integration goes live.
Awesome. Thank you, Safdar.